Welcome to What the Drift Podcast with your hosts, Formula Drift drivers Andy Haitley and Jeff Jones.
All right, what up, nerds? We're at What the Drift, right? But we're at SEMA, and this is going to be a little bit different from our normal podcast. Wanted to ask, God damn it, Andy.
Well, I didn't know it was not going to
God damn it, Andy. All right, Andy's going to have to edit that out because I'm not re-saying that. Anyways.
Yeah, you got to do it all over.
No, I'm not doing any of that over. This is, just go with it. So, wanted to just do like a SEMA, what the hell do you do when you get here? Let's say you're just talking to a Pro-Am guy. He comes to SEMA, and he's like, what the hell do I even do? Do you have a strategy coming into SEMA? Do you plan your conversations? What's your 5-minute spiel of what you do here?
Oh man, that's actually a good question. So I would say, I always try to come to SEMA with a plan. I mean, sometimes it just doesn't work out and you gotta move on the fly. But I try to make sure I have at least a few meetings set up each day, whether they're with my current sponsor base, partner base, or maybe I'm seeking to talk to somebody new, or I'm seeking a specific new product. I'll target a certain area. Maybe I want to, look for a partner in the tool area. I'll make sure to set some time aside to do that. And SEMA's so spread out, you don't want to just be ping-ponging your way around. So I think, simple goal, set up some meetings that work, set some time aside to just be able to walk around and freestyle it. And then also know some areas that you're going to go and invest some time to maybe seek out new products. It's amazing how fast the time flies and how much time you can spend walking. Wear good shoes.
Yeah, right?
Don't wear dumb shoes to SEMA. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Don't drop something heavy on your foot right before SEMA. That happened to me one year. So Those are true stories.
Oh, shit. Yeah, right. My advice right now is hydrate. I'm freaking hungover, but we'll talk about that later.
Don't party too hard
the
first night.
Another question. What is something that you do different now versus when you first came here?
Well, I think when I first came here, it was just so big, and I think I would come here just with the goal of finding partners, and I think that was a bad way to look at it. It's an opportunity to mingle and make contacts and create new friends. I think SEMA is more for me about now getting to know more and more people that are in the industry and ways that we can help each other, more than just some idea that I'm going to come out here and find a sponsor as a racer or something like that. I'm looking for business partners while I'm out here. So it's been a big, I think, mind change on my end. And then also, I used to come with a bunch of materials to give out. I'd print all kinds of stuff. Who knows what I was trying to give out. Pretty much nowadays, just I make sure I have business cards, and I make sure to have at least one printed deck to show off with some demographics and some information about myself. But I'm not trying to give those out. I think most of the time they get filed in that circular filing cabinet when they're here.
Yeah,
and you just want to be able to get a contact and talk to somebody after the show. And even if that's something that you're just establishing a relationship that could be years down the line.
Yeah. I pretty much just try to get them to the bar, get them drunk, and then you're really good friends, and you're just hanging out later.
That's
how most of my things have worked.
I think that's a really good point. And the people I'll meet this year, hopefully it's next year I can have a meeting and hang out with them.
Yeah, sometimes it takes a few years,
it can take time to establish good partnerships.
Another thing is you might meet someone at one job, and then 2 years down the line they work at another location, and they can help you.
Yeah, and it's a great opportunity to meet other drivers, people who do media. There's so many levels to what I think SEMA can offer. It's just not about products or just that business solely. I think it is a real good opportunity just to meet people.
All right. Yeah. Well, that's your about 5 minutes.
Yeah, I don't know. There's got to be more things to talk about.
There's so many more things.
Yeah.
So, all right. We're just trying to help you guys out that were on this podcast. Appreciate it. Go get drunk. All right, next one's up.
Yep. Cool.
You want to do this one?
Sure. Hopefully that's not too boring.
Nah, you're fine. Next. It's just still going.
Yeah, it's just so be safe.
Royalties. We need royalties.
Just keep it going. All right, Andy's going to do the next one. Stand there because my back hurts because, like I said, I'm freaking hungry.
Just check the camera, make sure we're framed up right.
By the way, there's an actual like meeting happening behind us right now. We stole the FD meeting area so we could come do this real quick, and our meeting was over like probably 20
But look
minutes
how many
ago.
people's at their meeting. It's obviously not that
We've
important.
got a meeting of like 5 people happening
Yeah,
back there.
it's obviously not that
All
important.
right, let's get in here. All right, just put your grab down. The camera's already on.
Oh,
This
man.
is live
We're live.
podcasting.
We're live.
Cool. What's up, dude?
What's up?
So, this is my boy Nate Hamilton. He has been driving for a long time. We drove together in the first round of Pro 2, actually, in Miami.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
Yeah, got on the box there.
Yeah, you did, actually. I remember that one. That was a good event. Yeah, so you've been at it for a real long time. What have you been up to this year? You've been doing clutch kickers and all this stuff and been doing real well. Has the car changed at all? Have you been kind of running still the same setup over the years? Or
Yeah. I mean, so I've been drifting for about 15 years.
Yep,
From
yep.
like grassroots,
Yep,
like
so
street drifting to now.
right around the same as me?
So so definitely putting in some years. The car is the same chassis from Formula Drift.
No shit.
So we're just doing new wiring, obviously drivetrain.
Yeah.
But the chassis itself is the same. So
Wow.
super comfortable in it.
Yeah.
We have a Golden motor that's reliable, that works well. So I just feel very at home in it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so then for my season, I just do a grassroots tour. So I just kind of create a theme, pick some places I want to go, like grid life and clutch kickers.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I get my feel through, or I get my fill through, like I get to compete here,
Yep.
I get to go party here,
Yep.
all while burning tires.
Yep. Cool. And what's your plans for next year?
Same thing.
Yeah,
So I'm
okay.
growing with Accelera.
Yeah.
So we just kind of concluded our 4-year contract, so we're signing another.
Nice. Very cool.
So in that, I just kind of ride the wave of
Yeah.
the grassroots mixed with competitions,
Yep.
until bigger opportunities come.
Yeah. I mean, you're winning some money too on the side here, so
Yeah, and the
that
Clutch
works
Kickers
out.
series is competitive, dude. Like,
Yeah, and it's local to you, so it's like you gotta
Yeah.
do it. For me, that's a 50 some odd hour drive. It's like people
Dude.
are like, why aren't you doing clutch kickers? I'm like, I'm in California, dude.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna drive
Right.
50 hours.
you need
for
to just
that.
drop a car there and then
Yeah. The E30 might just have to airdrop it in Florida
for real,
somehow,
and then just
drop it out of the back of one of those helicopters with a parachute.
Yeah, it's fun though. But yeah, so that's kind
No,
of
I bet, man. It looks like a lot of fun, and just it looks more relaxed, but yet you're still competing for like big dollar. I mean, it's a lot of the lines.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah, we won that race. You get $10,000, feed the family.
Yeah, dude, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Man. I'll buy steak dinner tonight.
You know what I mean?
Steak and lobster or whatever the hell you want. Yeah.
Yeah, so I've had a lot of fun
Cool.
with it. It's been cool. The tours too add flavor, so I get to feel like I get to create and do different things, and that's something that I desire. Versus maybe a set schedule that is what it is, and when you miss one, it's kind of a bummer. Where this is like, it's still flexible with the partners, so it's like, oh man, I have a motor issue and I can't make this one. So
it's not you're not putting all your eggs in one basket essentially. You know,
and then I can pick something up during December if I wanted to, right?
Yeah.
Like if I miss something, I can pick it up later. So.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Cool. So
aside from that, when I took off from drifting, so 2017, took a year off. In 18, started a screen printing business. So 144's Print House and Race Studio. That's something that has been going really well for me.
Very good.
So it's like just printing for drivers and kind of making those connections is like.
And you're out of.
I'm in Dallas, Texas.
You're in Dallas now.
Yeah,
Oh, you're not in Florida.
Nope, I moved out of Florida.
Okay.
So
did you start the business in Florida? Or you
I
started the
did
business in
not.
Dallas?
That was in that movement, right?
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
17.
I thought you were still in Florida.
Well, I was driving with Injuku, so I was in the pro class with Injuku, and then from there, 18, I started my business.
Okay.
So I moved home, married my hometown love, got my life together right, and then started a little business that is now growing.
Is
And
there a romantic comedy coming out about that?
you know what I
soon?
mean?
Yeah.
For real.
What's her name?
Her name is Megan.
Nate and Megan. There you go.
There it
There
is.
it is.
With one big heart.
Nate and Meg. Yeah. Cool.
But yeah, so it's been fun.
Cool, man. Well, I'm proud of you. I'm glad you're still driving. I'm glad you're still doing your thing.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy. You're still driving the same car.
Been talking
I
too
know.
long.
We have
We've
been.
been here.
We got
I
to
know
go.
this guy.
We should have done that with Kyle.
What?
You guys were taking too damn long. This poor
No,
guy
you're
was
actually
waiting
right at
forever.
10 minutes. Yeah. No, Kyle was actually 4 minutes and 30 seconds. I thought we were trying to be, but yeah.
Okay.
All right. Wrap it up.
All right.
See y'all later.
All right.
Later.
Good to see you, bud.
All right. Next up, we got Radical Daniel. Hop over here. Can you do this? My back is dying. All right. I'm just gonna like rest right here. Oh yeah. So this is in case this audio
talking
sucks.
to the
we got
people?
this. So not quickly, but within like 5 minutes, because we don't want to bore these guys. What's your plan? Like you come to SEMA, what's your plan? Do you prep? Do you like set up meetings? What do you do now versus what you did 5-10 years ago? Go ahead.
Probably both of those. So coming to SEMA, we'll first talk about now versus 5-10 years ago, 8 years ago. Now you would want to come and like show face with sponsors you might not get to see that are going to be here. You don't get to see on like a monthly basis back home or whatever the case may be. Say thank you for the support and get to see everyone, chat a little bit,
drink with them,
and then you might have some obligations to sign at other sponsors that want to use you, which is a cool experience. And then we do plan, so you're going to prepare your proposal and your deck, what you're going to you know sell yourself to future sponsors. And if you can line up, if you know the right person in the marketing department and you can get that all lined up, yes, we do set up meetings. It's not that easy, as you know, so sometimes you're it's like a same thing as a cold call, and you just go approach and find the right person at these booths and sell yourself to them.
For the most part, I don't set up any meetings.
Yeah, I'll have like 4, and like they're all maybes, and you're like, this might go somewhere, and it's unfortunately a lot of no's in sponsorship, and you try and push yourself and sell yourself,
than anything else.
And it's a ton of no's, and you got to pick yourself back up, be confident, go to the next place, and just keep on trying, and like it's kind of like the persistence will pay off, and the fact that you're still around, and like you found the money somewhere, or you paid your own way at the beginning, and then you're like, hey, I've been 3 years in Pro 2, Pro 1, whatever level you're at or whatever, and I'm gonna show up to this many events, and this is what I can offer.
I would say that the worst thing, first off, if you come to SEMA and you don't drive, and you're thinking that you're gonna get a sponsorship for your build, that is in your head, that's not gonna be a thing.
That was me last year.
So when you're coming here, like these guys, first off, they're talking to a bunch of people about sponsorships, so they already hate it.
Yeah.
Their main goal is to sell product. You're like the thing that they don't want to talk to.
You're the extra.
Yeah, you're the extra.
And also, they might have already talked to someone that has 1.5 million subscribers on YouTube or followers
like
on
you.
Instagram.
You got a lot of YouTube, so that really helps.
I have a YouTube and I do have Instagram, but like
he's famous.
I am nowhere near like these people that. There's people that don't race that'll steal any sponsorship that was available from me or Jeff, and we're like, what? What? And it's just because the views are on them. So you got to think where these companies can place you and utilize you. So it's kind of like strategy that you would have to, and you have to be good at talking, and you got to sell yourself, and you got to be consistently showing up, and then sometimes it pays off.
You got to know your worth also. Just asking for $100,000 and you're doing like
that's not happening.
A very small drip series.
So
we got so good.
Let's step back to like the beginning. Let's say it was 2014 is when I got my Pro 2 license. So 2014 SEMA, I was there like getting ready for 2015, and I'm all hyped, which that might be the people watching this, and they're like, these guys are gonna give me all this stuff for my build. You kind of get almost nothing. You might get a couple free parts and some 50% off on stuff, and basically take it, be thankful for it, and build off that, and just stick around, and better things will happen. The longer you're there, the more cool things will happen. Yeah,
there's a bunch for me that was just like a product discount, right?
Yep.
And then it just worked its way up. Like, oh, this guy is not just some random dude who wants a bunch of free shit.
And you delivered consistently year after year. Then they're like, let's.
You get like 50% off, even 30% off. But I mean, that's like a shop rate. But if you don't have a shop, and they give you 50% off, that's great. And then you can show them what you've actually done throughout the year, right? Yeah. And then maybe that can turn into some money later on. So, all right, any other tips and tricks?
Should be helpful.
What's your elevator pitch? What's your opening line to the first guy? That's like the hardest one, right?
Yeah, I guess now you would say, hey, I'm a Formula Drift driver. Let me tell you about my team and my shop.
That works for us. When you're not that. That's the hardest one, right?
I don't know where to guide you. Think of something catchy that makes you look, better than the next guy and be confident. And yeah, it might work.
Yeah, because that was the biggest struggle. Right now, it's become easier as you get more popular. But yeah, that's like the struggle.
That was very hard. Yeah.
Yeah, I would say if you were like Pro-Am, just say, hey, who's the marketing guy? I was looking to see if you can get a discount to help me with my program. And if you start with that, maybe you can work your way up. But if you're like, hey, looking to get some money, I feel like you would just get shot down.
I don't think you're going to just jump into money. You're going to jump into some free parts or discounted parts and build off of that. And just know that you either got to get a really good credit card or have someone that's going to give you some money. I went the credit card
Andy,
route.
you got
it was
any
rough.
questions for Dan? I think you're good. Huh? He's good? Yeah. All right. Well, let's see if we can steal some other drivers out there. Thanks, dude.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
Anybody left out?
See ya.
Yeah. I don't know. But here, we'll let Andy, or actually, Dan, if there's anyone out there, send them this way.
Okay, another pro.
Yeah, anybody.
Yeah, anybody. Send some random dude this way. It'll be great.
Yeah.
Someone
named Carl.
How'd that go?
What's that?
This.
Looking good.
Yeah?
Yeah. I mean, we'll see about the audio, but
Yeah.
I mean,
Hopefully you guys enjoyed it.
it quieted down after everyone left and stuff.
Me and Andy wanted to do the podcast stuff, and then we're like, well, we're going to SEMA. Let's just do something to see if we can help, you guys out. Some people are always interested in this. I remember when I started out.
And what did FD just announce like 15 minutes ago over there?
I don't even remember.
That they're doing their own?
Oh, yeah. They're copying our podcast.
They're directly copying it.
I'm sure they've been planning.
No, they've been planning it for months.
They're doing the Outer Zone podcast, which will be awesome.
We only announced our podcast like a week ago, so it's impossible that they copied us because they would have been doing this. They would have been working for months on this. So.
And basically, we were trying to fill the void because we loved Maximum Driftcast.
Yep.
It's like, where the hell are you nerds at? Come back. I say we start like what would you start, a protest forum for them to come back? How do we get them back? I don't know.
You got to give it up to their Patreon.
Yeah. No, I was a payer of their Patreon.
Yeah.
Those suckers. Oh, nice.
All right.
We
got one.
Come on in. Yeah. It's just a little 5-minute deal. All right. So, all right. Well, it doesn't even have to be 5 minutes. So, all right. Kelsey Rowlings, pro spec driver, been driving for how many years?
Since 2008.
All right. Killing it since 2008. I've seen her rip, fucking wall rider, killing it, all that good stuff. So me and Andy started our own podcast thing. Hey, you can stay here. You can have the long hair battle.
Sure
I got the no hair right now. So basically the question is, and we're assuming that we're gonna have a lot of pro spec to pro am to a guy who's just starting out watching this. What is your go-to for SEMA? Like, what's your take on SEMA as far as, do you plan meetings? Do you just walk up to a company? And what's your walk-up line? What's your advice to a guy who's coming to SEMA trying to get sponsors?
That's a good question. I might have a slightly different perspective being a woman.
Sure.
Simply because SEMA is a lot about networking. It's not as much about going up to every company and being like, sponsor me. It's a lot about just getting to know people in your industry and building those friendships, building that network. But for me, it's a good time for me to network with other women in the industry because, as you know, there aren't that many of us. So this is the one time we're all in the same place. There are a few seminars that are about engaging more women in the future generation and things like that. So for me, it's a lot of going to seminars, seeing how we can bring up the next generation of women and really inspire more women to get into this field and let them know they're accepted. So it's a lot of networking that way. I go to a lot of the seminars to meet people, but a lot of these seminars have really important, influential people leading them. So go to these seminars, learn something, and then go and ask questions to these people who have been in the industry for a very long time, and just build that network, because then you'll get invited to things, you go with the flow, and that's how you really meet a lot of people in the industry that then can say, hey, you should meet so-and-so, and they can help you out with
She's got good tips. I'm really glad
this is the best advice so far.
that may help your car, because if you just go up asking for something or asking for money, you are not going to stand out in the flood of everybody else. So it's really about getting to know your fellow people in the industry, seeing how you can improve the industry, what can you bring to the table, ask people questions, learn, and then go from there and see where it takes you.
It was so much better than everything else that people said. All right, ignore what Kyle said. Ignore what Dan said.
We had two pro drivers that gave way worse advice.
I didn't hear anything Nate said because I didn't interview him.
Do you go to the seminars other than this?
No, I just go to the bars.
Maybe we should. The seminar, the bar.
No, there's some really good
I'm
ones.
going to have to watch it.
Yeah.
Oh, because sometimes there's some about just how to handle yourself in the industry. There's some talking about social media and why it's important. There was one about TikTok, which unfortunately I missed. I wanted to go to. I just didn't wake up in time for it. Wake up early, get there early. That's the better time to be there.
Woke up like 11.
But
Made it to my autograph session.
you can learn a lot, and there's even a seminar it's Friday. There's even a seminar Friday where they're going to tell you how to find sponsors for your next build. So go there, really learn, and figure out what you have as an individual to bring to the table to a company.
All right. Well, that was the most professional freaking answer we had. God damn.
Yeah. Sounds like you're actually using all the aspects of SEMA show to your advantage.
I
Me and this guy aren't doing that.
And honestly, the seminars, it's a break for your feet.
Yeah.
You get to sit down for a little while, you take a break.
That's a good idea.
So I'm just saying.
That's why I'm leaning against the wall right now. My back's killing me.
There you go.
Make the deals at the seminars or the bars.
There you go.
Cool. Well, thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Good luck,
everybody.
I think we're going to probably wrap this thing up. Was there any other people out there, drivers standing out there?
I think everyone's starting to
right.
go.
All right.
I got to run to my
That was
thing.
the target, was 20. Yeah. Good to see you. Yeah, good luck next year. Don't beat me again.
I mean, no guarantees.
Later, dude. See you tonight.
What are you going to do about your
See
column,
you
by
tonight.
the way?
We're going to,
you
I
figuring it
can't
out?
change it.
So you're going to
I
take the
literally
points?
I have to.
Yeah.
I have to. Like, I don't. Unless I want to spend thousands of dollars to rebuild or new motor or something, and I'm like, I'm already trying to build a new car.
Yeah.
So at this point, it's just like take the penalty.
Take the L and wait till next year, basically. Yeah.
It's my
Shit.
Damn.
Well, good luck. I'll see you out there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Later, dude. All right. That was
That was good. That was the best advice we had so far. That was
she was
amazing.
great. And it's actually
that was
really-
good advice for me. I felt like I've never gone to
And
these seminar
no, it's
things.
really cool to get a woman's perspective.
Yeah,
Because there is going to be some woman drivers that always try to get into it.
No, and she's right. This is the only place where you guys can actually like get together and network.
She's actually been the
get
go-to.
some FaceTime in.
There'd be a few women that would hit me up for how do I get into driving? Are there other girls drifting? And I would always point them to Kelsey because I knew that she's been here for a while and very professional. So that's rad. Yeah, let's wrap this up.
Okay.
Maybe we'll open this back up at the party tonight.
Yeah,
and
we think we should.
Yeah, get a few different
We'll
other
find
opinions.
somewhere.
And you can hold the phone then for our little audio thing.
Okay.
All right, tune in here. We on there? Yeah, you good? Are we good? Yeah. All right, dudes, we are over here at the Emporium. This is the Hot Pit Auto Fest party, our drift social thing. We wanted to have some fun. But while we're here, wanted to grab some of our buddies right here and talk about whatever the hell we want to talk about. But all right, so we're drifters. Did you have some fun this year? You got your first full win. You got podiums. You got a podium before me. I gotta say I'm jealous.
I'm sorry.
But you're a freaking absolute ripper. I'm so excited. Your story is an awesome one about coming from Forsberg's team, freaking just full pro, ripping, all that fun stuff. How was your year in FD?
Honestly, dude, this year was probably one of the funnest years I've ever had drifting in my life. We've gotten to the point now where we can do this thing and we can have fun doing it because, getting from Pro-Am to Pro 2 is probably the hardest thing ever because it's just money, stress, money. There is no money at the bottom. You're barely scraping by, And I will be honest, I'm very, very, very unbelievably fortunate to say that we have some really good partners backing us, and to be able to show out for them, show up and show out for them, and we got the win in Orlando this year was probably the best day of my life. Honestly, to this date, the best day of my life. I'm 30 years old this year, and it was unbelievable, dude. But honestly, you getting your podium in Irwindale, I feel that, dude. The sport needs dudes like us to be able to come up and do cool shit because
and we haven't
you're
taken
the
over,
one
right?
that people want to see do well. Everybody wants to see us do well.
Yep.
Everybody wants to see Andy do well. It's just everybody wants the underdog.
And when your dad went up there and won crew chief of the year,
dude, for the
people
second
were
year in a
so
row,
excited and happy.
and that's voted on by peers. That's not voted on by fans. That's not going to be LZ's crew, dude. Whatever. So I'm just so stoked, man. What a place to be in. What a spot to be in, and how unbelievably lucky we are to do this shit. So honestly, I'm just so incredibly thankful, and the fact that we were able to show up and do our job and get number one on the box this year is fucking sick, dude.
Awesome.
So sick. And you as well, dude. I'm so stoked to see you get your third place.
I had a goddamn blast.
Right, you got some carbon. You brought that shit home.
Yep. And Andy Haley's holding the flashlight, but he got third place in Pro Spec overall. Got 2 trophies. He got his number 1 qualifier. Won the event.
He won
right?
Orlando
You guys
as well.
are full-on Orlando champions. Next year I'll be asking all the advice. What the fuck's the secret for Orlando? Because that track's a tough one.
What's up, Jeff? How about you? How was your year this year? Tell us about it.
Oh, I like the reversal right there. My year was absolutely amazing. I tried to have a lot of fun. I did put on way too much stress on what I wanted to do this year because of Hot Pit Auto Fest, because I bought a new trailer just before the season started, and that's a terrible idea.
So you're
Never buy a
balancing
trailer before the season starts. Because I literally was having cabinets that I just threw in there to try to get it going. Then built a whole new car, right? wanted it to be lighter and faster, and that really bit me in the ass because, you know, just a new car, just before, no testing, wrecked in Long Beach immediately. But finally, like, I knew it'd be a better car once I finally got it all done. But yeah, no, I had a freaking blast. I had a very stressful blast, and just we love doing this, man. We love doing this. So
I mean, what else are you gonna do with your life, right?
Yeah.
Might as well chase whatever the hell you want to do, whatever you think is cool. 10 out of 10, you're all in.
Chasing
and that's
the
what we
dream,
are. That's
bro.
what we are.
Chasing the dream. All right, thank you. We're gonna go get some drinks now.
Let's do it.
Yeah, or see what other nerd we can find on here.
Congrats on your year, dude. Congrats on your year.
That's still recording. Yeah.
That's your phone, Jeff. Okay, and make sure we're good here. Yeah, we're good there. Okay.
Is it a video podcast or?
Yeah, video. Yeah, YouTube.
Okay, cool.
So we are here with veteran Formula Drift driver, my ex-teammate for Retax, Mr. Tommy Sewell.
Hey, what's up?
You're getting back into drifting, I hear.
Yeah. I finally got my work situated.
Man's coming back, bro.
Taking a break from flying a little bit, building a nice race car.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm gonna go tear it up.
You still going to be doing the Reno air races and all that stuff
Yeah,
too?
I'll still be racing airplanes and stuff. But now now that you get your life situated, I can take a step back and enjoy the motorsports again.
Nice. And your daughters are racing now too.
Yeah, I got my girls racing, so they're doing circle track racing, all three of them, and I'm pushing them. She wants to drift too.
Awesome.
So we'll see if she goes drifting or NASCAR. Who knows? But it's all. You start them young, they got to start somewhere. So.
And you told me they were going to the Nationals?
Yeah, they got the National race this week, so tomorrow they're doing practice, qualifying Friday, and racing Saturday.
Awesome,
so
dude.
They got a pretty busy week, right?
Awesome. And you're coming back in the Hachiroku maybe, or what?
I'm thinking the Hachiroku because I don't want to. The Chaser's nice, shoji car, for drifting and stuff, but I don't think I can do competition with the Chaser. It's just not the right car for it.
Yeah.
But the Corolla, I have the Corolla. It's already caged, ready to go. Just need a heart.
Yeah.
Once I put the heart in, she's ready to rock. So.
You decided on what heart yet?
I'm having a hard time. I got a 16 valve original, but I might have to do the K24 swap and just go that way for power for competition.
Cool. Cool, dude.
Yeah.
Well, good to see you, buddy. It's always a pleasure.
Been ages.
That's right. I used to tug this guy's Corolla across the country on a 2-car trailer.
Our first year for
right?
Drift.
Yeah, it was wild, man. A wild time, but good to see you, dude.
Good seeing you.
Yeah. Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah. Dude, thank you, man. We needed that too. Like, the lighting is terrible.